everybody, Nature Nancy here, and welcome to the next episode. So a couple videos ago we went to the swamp and had a look for a whole bunch of different creatures, and today at the meadow it's kind of the same situation in that when you go to the swamp and you look out, you don't know all the diversity of creatures that are in the swamp. Same thing in this meadow. So when you look out over the grass, you may see a couple birds, maybe a couple flying insects, but really there's so much life out there. So today we are going to use this net and we are going to go out and see what kind of creatures we can find. I'm going to go into the meadow and I'm going to sweep it through the grasses and the trees to see what kind of creatures we can find. If we're lucky, we may be able to find a spider, some moths, maybe some grasshoppers, maybe some caterpillars. All right, so in this net, there's a lot of different little creatures. So we're gonna have a little look, a little close-up of what are some of the things we found. Here at the top of the net, we've found an insect, a little baby grasshopper, and they are incredible jumpers. They can jump about 20 times the size of their bodies, which in human terms would be like us being able to jump the size of a soccer field. Here it goes. So here in the bottom of the net, we have a real bug party going on. We've got lots of different species that we wouldn't necessarily see unless we looked really closely. We've got spiders and moths, and we've got caterpillars and ants, and we've got meadow bugs. Now, the caterpillars are an important food source for lots of birds within the meadow. And here we've got a meadow bug and a caterpillar. And the meadow bug is actually a true bug. It's an insect, but it has mouth parts that pierce a plant and suck the sap out of the plant to get their food. Now, after carefully putting back the bugs into their habitat, we were able to capture this beautiful creature. Here we've got a dragonfly. And dragonflies are very popular with humans because they love to eat mosquitoes. In fact, in one evening, they can eat more than 100 mosquitoes. It's quite a meal. And you can see their 6 legs. They're kind of like a basket where they can grab things out of the air. And what makes them extra special is their sight. So dragonflies have 2 compound eyes, and each eye has about 30,000 lenses on it. So they can see those mosquitoes wherever they may be. We're going to see this dragonfly take off in a moment, and they are incredible flyers. They can move forwards or backwards or make a figure 8 with their wings and just hover in one spot. Goes. Now this swallowtail butterfly is having a drink of nectar from the flowers in the meadow. Now gently with our net we were able to capture this yellow swallowtail butterfly and to have a little look at it a little more closely. See its 6 legs and its 2 clubbed antennae and its furry body, which is excellent for pollination. And if you look closely, you can see its proboscis, or its tongue, that it uses to drink the nectar from the flower. Though mostly you find these butterflies going from flower to flower for nectar, you also may see them at a mud puddle as they drink from these mud puddles to try and get the minerals they need from the damp ground. Now, as we get ready to let this butterfly go, we've put it into slow motion so we can watch it take off a little more closely. Here it goes. We felt pretty lucky finding this Cecropia, the largest native moth in North America, at the side of the meadow. They do not have an actual mouth or digestive system, so as an adult, they only live for 2 weeks. Amazing. And finally, here we have a blue moth enjoying some nectar on the flower. Oh, and here comes a painted lady to join in on the feast. So our activity for today is for you to find a patch of tall grass or flowers, but it doesn't have to be a big meadow. And amongst those plants, what I would like you to do is you can take a container if you'd like, or you can take a magnifying glass if you've got one. And what I want you to do is go nice and low and look for all those bugs and critters that are living and feeding on these plants. So you may see a spider or a grasshopper or something like that along here, but you've got to really slow down and take your time. So it might take a while to find something, but once your eyes are there, you're good to go. So thanks for coming this week with Nature Nancy. See you soon.